Great catching up with Max Griffin, who's going to be back in action coming up here at UFC Fight Night on November 7th. Max, how's it going, man?
I'm good, bro. How are you?
Doing well. It's been a bit since we last chatted, but it's been a while since we've seen you in the cage. We'll talk about this fight in just 1 second here, but I actually wanted to start with something a little bit different here. You and I did an interview a couple years ago, or maybe last year, when you fought Zalem Imadiev. I was going to ask you, did you see this whole thing that he's getting in trouble right now about, I don't know if you heard overseas, there was a teacher who was beheaded, and he was sort of praising the action. Did you see all this? Because he got in a lot of hot water. He's not with the UFC anymore, but I thought that was kind of interesting.
Yeah, I saw a little bit, and I usually don't applaud someone's unsuccess. I was happy to see the guy get cut. I thought he should have been cut a long time ago, especially for his antics in the cage and just in general. But yeah, I saw he was praising the guy who chopped off somebody's head with a butcher knife. I looked at the story, and I got real confused on what happened and what they said and all about it, but he's a shit character, so I'm not surprised at all.
Yeah, and absolutely scumbag move. And then I don't think people realize, this is something we talked about in our interview, was that, he tried to fight you even before the fight started. The guy was trying to mean mug you and all that. So just terrible person overall, but just wanted to get your thoughts on that, because I thought that was like, again, this guy's doing something stupid. So
I wasn't surprised. I wasn't surprised at all.
Yeah. We need that Nate Diaz gif on that one for sure. Let's talk about the last fight against Alex Oliveira. I know things did not go your way in that one, but you always have these fights where they're like, they could go either way. The last fight was a split decision. What did you take away the most from that performance against Cowboy?
They're razor thin,
Mm-hmm.
The good thing is, another fight of the night kind of performance. I'm always in a good fight. When I was walking out of that fight, I had so many fans come up and say that was their favorite fight. They said that, the Wiley Zhang took my money and JJ, they took my money. But I'm always in an exciting fight, and there's just little adjustments I got to make, Little adjustments I got to make. This is my 10th fight in. And, most UFC careers are short. They're 3-4 fights, and I'm blessed to be here for more than 4 years, and I'm going to keep this thing rocking, baby.
Yeah, and the UFC likes you anyways. You're putting on good fights. That's all they can really ask for, I think. Obviously you want to win all your fights, but at the very least, it's not like you're a guy who's losing and then having a boring fight, right? Like, the company's behind you.
Yeah, and if you watch these fights and the guys who I'm fighting, these guys are incredible. And then incredible guys. I haven't had any kind of slouch kind of walk, easy potato fights. And if you look at these guys' highlights of the guys that I have fought, they demolish everyone. I watched, Alex Oliveira just got choked out last week, but I watched a highlight tape of him a couple weeks ago, and he's just slaughtering these guys. And if you look at the guys who I fought, they just slaughter these guys. They have these highlights, and then they don't show my fights on the highlights against them, So I'm in these fights where they don't kick my ass, and I'm on the other end of that. So it's good for me, to be in these fights with these guys that look so impressive, and then they go against me, and there's not too much going on damage on my side, or I'm not getting effed up or smashed. You know what I mean? They're razor thin, so I'm looking forward to this next one, and I'm finishing this guy, man.
And it's an interesting fight for you, because a lot of your fights, I would say for the most part, have been sort of against veterans, guys with a lot of experience like Oliveira. This is a newcomer. This is a guy making his debut. He's supposed to be on Contender Series. Now he's getting the UFC call. Did you know much about Ramiz before taking this fight? Because obviously he comes from a great camp at Fortis MMA.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's a good. They got some contenders over there. I fought one of their guys, Alex Morono, and they have some good guys over there. But he's a new guy. And I remember when I was a new guy, it's just different, man. It's different. He's good. He submitted a bunch of these local guys, but no one real good. He hasn't fought anyone that's really beat anybody, or I'm gonna use my experience, and I got something for these new guys. I just know my evolution. Everyone's different, but you could ask anyone that's fought in the UFC. From fight 1 to fight 10, or fight 1 to fight 5, night and day from when they first got signed, with not even just nerves. It's different with no crowd, but in general, it's a step up. We're different. And even if you have teammates that are in UFC, it's different. it's different fighting someone that's that good. I'm not just some slouch that's going to get submitted, you know. Yeah, I roll with, you know, black belts all day, third-degree black belts. Oh, dude. Yeah, I mean, I've been hearing some things how he's just going to come submit me, and, you know.
Does it piss you off a little bit, or does that motivate you? Like, how does it? Yeah, okay. I like the honesty.
For me, I'm always honest. For me, it's like, oh, you're going to come submit me, bro? Like, let's go. It kind of makes you want to submit him.
Okay.
You know, just to show him, like, you know, you got to have respect in here, man. You know, we do this for a living. He doesn't do this for a living yet. He might think, you know, you don't make it for a living until you're in the UFC for a while and you're making enough money to do it for a living. And I earned that spot, and I've been in with the best guys in the world, fought multiple black belts, multiple this and that, world champions, and all this different stuff. And I got something for him.
Okay.
I got a lot of different things for him. You know, for him, only thing he has for me is some submissions. He hasn't won any other way, so that's all he got. We know what he wants to do. We know in his bag. You know, we fought some of his guys already, and it's going to be fun.
Training camp, how have you structured things, and who have you been mainly working with as far as bodies in the gym?
It's been great. You know, I kind of we always evolve. So this camp, I mean, COVID was kind of weird with this whole thing, kind of put a wrench in everything, but a wrench is good. It actually let me slow down my stuff instead of going here. We talked for years, bro. We've known each other for many years, and it was here to here to here to here to here to here to here, and I'm going crazy. Now I do my stuff in the morning, take some hours off, do it in the afternoon, take some hours off. It's making me be on time and able to warm up and get focused and ready. But I've been going to Alpha Male. You know, I've incorporated. I kind of went a little bit in my last camp, but I'm over there with Uriah and these guys. And, you know, my guy, you know, he likes outside single. He likes going for these takedowns. I mean, Team Alpha Male knows some good wrestling and different stuff. We've been working, bro. Yeah, I'm between Team Alpha Male, MMA Gold, and Mara Nobles. With those three, we just been putting in this work, putting this time over at Game Fit for my S&C. But just having so many high-level guys in the gym all the time that are great wrestlers. Like, and this guy's not even a fucking wrestler. Sorry for cussing. He's not a wrestler.
Cuss away. It's all good.
Yeah, fuck it. He's a jiu-jitsu guy. The jiu-jitsu guys are not wrestlers.
Yeah.
Wrestlers have better takedowns than jiu-jitsu guys. They do. So I'm not take anything away from this guy. He's good, but he's a jiu-jitsu guy, period. And I'm going to beat him up and finish him.
Who's going to be in your corner for this fight with, working with Alpha Male?
No, I'm still, I still got my same coaches. I'm just working with them a lot more, but my man Darren Elkins will be out there.
Oh, nice.
So you know, and Vince Murdoch, he's going to be on Contender Series. So they'll be out there. We'll all be out there. So that camaraderie, you know, we'll be out there. But we've been working, man. It's and also I'm doing my Muay Thai stuff and been incorporating a lot of that. I hurt my hamstring about 6 months ago, so I had to switch stances. So I was in Southpaw for a couple months. So I'm, you know, it's like before I just used to box. It's like I would kind of box and wrestle kind of. Now I'm kicking, punching. I'm mixing it all up. It's going to be a tornado, bro. And
I like that. Tornado.
He's not going to get a beat on me. He's not going to know what to do. I'm having fun, too. I'm having a good time. I'm working with a new Danny Patterson, new mental coach, and we really had to get down to the core values. It's a whole different system of like mental states. Your core values. It's kind of like your religion. Like what makes you the best. What traits make you the best martial artist in the world? And I spent hours on this, and it was like, dude, trying to get this done was a nightmare. But putting this time and really finding what makes you the best version of you, and then we put measures on that. Some of mine are authenticity, courage, growth. So then we break those down, and then it's measured. So instead of saying, "Oh, were you respectful today, or were you disciplined?" Hey, were you on time today? Were you? So there's specific measurements which you could hold yourself accountable for. And one of my biggest is authenticity, bro, and having fun. When I'm having fun and having a good time, I'm tearing shit up. When I'm all stiff and too serious, I'm beating myself. I'm stiff and I'm slow and I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do. So this fight, man, I'm gonna have a great time. I'm gonna enjoy myself. I'm gonna play with this guy and smash him and have a good time, man, and teach him a lesson.
What's downtime looking like? You mentioned slowing things down a little bit with this camp. Is there anything, getting any video games or watching any Netflix, anything like that in between sessions?
Shit, man, I was watching some Netflix stuff. I watched some spooky stuff lately. That Bly Manor thing was kind of spooky for a little bit. But yeah, man.
Okay.
I don't know.
That's
Who
good.
knows?
Big fight coming up here, like I mentioned, November 7th. It is UFC Fight Night. Max, always appreciate the time, man. Just remind people where they can find you on social media. And if you've got any sponsors or shout-outs, the floor is yours.
Whew. Yeah, you can find me on social media, Max Payne Griffin. That's on Twitter. That's on IG. Facebook too. I'm still the meme king. So check me out. Yeah, thank you for all my sponsors. We just came out with some We Fighting shirts. I'm on there with the Afro. They're going to be good. They come out this week. Sponsors are on the back, so I appreciate everyone. Also got my own CBD line, Max Payne CBD. So go to maxpaynecbd.com. We got gummies. We have the pain stick, daytime and nighttime. Check me out, man. We're trying to take over the game, and we are. Make sure you tune into my fight. It's going to be nasty. It's going to be a masterpiece, and it's going to be fun. So don't miss it. November 7th. It's a wrap, baby.